Hello everyone, my name is Bodan Mareo and at my back are my colleagues Jessica Willibeth, Ivy Biso, Cynthia Ronkam and Blake Kama. We are the third year students here at the University of Goroka, Papua New Guinea. Today we are going to take a little more time to do a presentation on ELT 3323, the professionalism in teaching. The professionalism in teaching is one of the courses that we took for studying here at the University of Goroka. So the topic that we will do our presentation on is the professionalism and the teacher in the context of Papua New Guinea. Okay, when talking about professionalism and the teacher in the context of Papua New Guinea, this topic is a broad topic, so it has three subtopics. Number one, morality and ethics, which will be discussed by Jessica Willibeth. Number two, responsibility to profession will be explained by Ivy Biso. And number three, communication and interaction will be discussed by Cynthia Ronkam, and Blake Kama will conclude our discussion. So before we start, when talking about professionalism and the teacher in the context of Papua New Guinea, then what is professionalism and the teacher? Professionalism is derived from the word profession. Profession simply refers to a job or someone's occupation. As of this, according to Cambridge Dictionary, professionalism is simply refers to the qualities that connected with a trained and skilled people. So when talking about professionalism and the teacher, then what is teacher? Teacher is a person whose job is teaching, especially in a school. With this, when combining the meaning of professionalism and a teacher, it gives us a clear understanding that professionalism and a teacher is simply refers to how a teacher will demonstrate the qualities that connected to the teaching profession. So according to PNG Teachers Association, as a Papua New Guinean teacher, in order for you to be considered as a professional teacher, you have to demonstrate or display the following attributes as stated earlier: morality and ethics, responsibility to profession, and communication and interaction, at which my colleagues will take some time to explain how you as a Papua New Guinean teacher, how you will apply morality and ethics, how you will have your responsibility to your teaching profession, and how you will communicate and interact with your fellow colleges, students, and other stakeholders in order to be considered as a professional teacher in Papua New Guinea.
Morality and ethics act as essential foundation for influencing human conduct and public standards. Morality refers to a set of principles or values that govern what is right or wrong. Ethics involves the application of this principle in the specific situation. In the context of professionalism, morality and ethics guided individuals in making decisions and behaving in a manner that aligned with accepted standards of Papua New Guinea Teachers Association, which includes integrity, honesty, and accountability. In Papua New Guinea, the professionalism of teachers is deeply intertwined with morality and ethics, embodying the nation's cultural values and public standards, with educators required to demonstrate integrity and responsibility. Through engaging students in discussions about ethical dilemmas and real-life situations, teachers prompt them to contemplate their values and the consequences of their actions, with key and plural philosophy. Furthermore, by demonstrating ethical conduct and promoting a culture of respect and empathy, educators assist students in incorporating these values. Moreover, morality and ethics in the context of Papua New Guinea Teachers Association establish guidelines for professional conduct that all members are expected to adhere to. For instance, in Papua New Guinea classroom, all teachers are expected to maintain a high level of professionalism, serving as role models for students in both the academic and academic performance, and behavioral aspects. Ethical dilemmas may include fair grading practice, confidentiality, and avoiding conflicts of interest. It's essential for teachers to balance academic accomplishment with the moral and ethical growth of their students. By teaching these values in the classroom, students can cultivate a strong sense of right and duty, which will positively influence their behavior and decision-making in the future. Teachers also play a crucial role in shaping the minds and morals of their students. It's not just about imparting knowledge, but also about instilling values of morality and ethics in the young and impressionable minds. So, when relating this to Papua New Guinea teachers, it is important that they must abide to the guidelines of Papua New Guinea Teachers Association in order to be recognized as a professional teacher. With PNG diverse cultures and languages, PNG educational ethics involve respecting and integrating local customs and values. Teachers must be conscious of students' cultural backgrounds, promoting inclusivity and equity within the classroom. Furthermore, according to PNG Teachers Service Commission 2001, they highlight the importance of teachers maintain integrity, accountability, and respect, which are crucial for creating a positive learning atmosphere. CARE 2019 and CARE 2021 also supported by stating that teachers are anticipated to embody public values, creating a supportive learning atmosphere. When teachers fail to do so, it can have detrimental effects on the students and society as a whole. For example, you will be a negative role model to your students if you don't impart values of morality and ethics in your students. Morality and ethics are fundamental principles that guide the teaching profession and essential for creating a learning atmosphere that is conducive to the intellectual, emotional, and moral development of students. These values dictate how we treat others, make choices, and behave in the society. The underlying foundation of morality and ethics is responsibility to profession.
Okay, responsibility to profession refers to the duty of a teacher. So, as a professional teacher, you have the duty to perform the expected standards of behaviors, moral values, and the guiding principles in your teaching career. So, it's not about the teaching profession alone, but any other profession as well, because all professions have the principles and values that guides them. So, you as a member of the profession, you have the responsibility to apply those principles because you are part of the job or profession. So when relating to PNG context, you as a teacher have to abide to the principles of teaching as stated in the PNG Teaching Service Act. So according to the PNG Teaching Service Act of 1988 under Section 2, a teacher who is appointed by the Teaching Service Commission is to perform to his or her best abilities to all the duties and functions of his or her position. For example, you as a teacher, you must have the ethical standards, which means that you have the duty to perform the principles that promote trust, good behavior, and fairness that governs your conduct as a professional teacher. Also, you as a professional teacher, you have the duty to shape, to guide, and to impart the knowledge to those individual child that you are teaching. Again, you as a professional teacher, you have the responsibility to dress well in a decent manner so that everyone gonna recognize you as a professional teacher. So it's not that alone. You as a professional teacher, you have the duty to communicate and interact well with your colleagues or other stakeholders within and out of the school context. So this is gonna be discussed by my other colleague.
The education system is structured into several levels: primary, secondary, and tertiary education. Each level has distinct challenges regarding communication and interaction among teachers, students, parents, and the community. However, communication is the process through which individuals express their thoughts, needs, or wants and understand what others are conveying, while interaction refers to the reciprocal exchange between individuals where they engage with one another through communication. Effective communication and interaction is crucial for fostering a positive learning environment. If you, the teacher, wants to be a good teaching, you must make yourself available for the lesson, must have the content knowledge and the skills, must have the sufficient materials for teaching, and teaches the subject well using a child-centered approach. When you fail to communicate and interact well with your students, then there will be some negative consequences. Some consequences as lack of interaction can lead to disinterest among students. And also without effective communication, students may struggle to understand the material, leading to a lower academic performance. According to Wang 2011, the manifestation of the teacher's knowledge is seen through teacher's performance, and in turn, the teacher's performance is dependent on the teacher's knowledge. Effective communication and interaction within the teaching profession in Papua are shaped by cultural context, language diversity, community involvement, and ongoing professional development efforts. Addressing these elements holistically can lead to improved educational outcomes for across the nation.
Okay, to conclude our discussion, let's quickly recap on what our friends has discussed on professionalism and the teacher. Professionalism in the teacher refers to how a teacher demonstrates professional qualities that are connected to teaching profession. The qualities of teaching profession associated to PNG Teaching Association and as discussed by the presenters earlier. 1. Morality and ethics. 2. Responsibility to profession. And the third one, communication and interaction. Now let's look at what morality and ethics is. Morality is the set of principles or values that governs what is right and wrong. And ethics is the application of these principles in specific situations. Now, morality and ethics address a focus of influencing behaviors. Under professionalism and the teacher, morality and ethics guide individuals in decision making. Morality and ethics guide individuals in decision making and align with PNG Teachers Association. It includes honesty, integrity, and accountability. So, as a professional teacher, PNG teacher, you must always abide to morality and apply ethical standards of behaviors that is expected of you as a professional teacher. Responsibility to profession is the underlying foundation of morality and ethics. Now, the second quality of a professional teacher is the responsibility to profession. The responsibility to profession refers to how identity of the professional. In teaching profession, every teacher is responsible to perform the expected standards of behaviors and values and morality in teaching profession centered on PNG teaching profession. So, to be a professional teacher, you must always remember to perform your responsibility as a teacher to the teaching profession. Now, the third quality of a professional teacher as discussed already is the communication and interaction. Professional communication and interaction involves exchange of information, respectful, and most effective manner, and by establishing a positive relationship within professional communities, collaborating and teamwork with colleagues within the professional community, and collaboration, being open to criticism and feedbacks. In teaching profession, a professional teacher should communicate and interact in such a way that is clear and open to the professional communities and the stakeholders. Now, after watching this video, as a current teacher in the classroom, let's do self-evaluation on the 3 qualities discussed. As a professional teacher, you must have all these 3 qualities: morality and ethics, responsibility to profession, and communication and interaction. If you lack one of these qualities, if you lack 2 or the 3, then you must simply remember that you are not a professional teacher. So though you are a teacher, you are not a professional teacher because you lack the qualities of being a professional teacher. And to those who wish to become a teacher, you must always remember to have these 3 qualities in order to be considered as a professional teacher in Papua New Guinea. Thank you, and I hope this video was helpful for you to understand and recognize professionalism in the teacher. And please don't forget to click below and subscribe to see more videos like this. Bye for now.